Are you serious? Are you serious? Sometimes you have to just put on your Indiana Jones hat and try to find out what the truth is about some of these strange anomalies that go on around the world. Folks, there is an absolute anomaly that nobody can really answer. It's found in the Baltic Sea. It's known as the Baltic Sea anomaly, but it refers to an interpretation of indistant sonar images taken by Peter Lindberg and Dennis Alberg and their Swedish Ocean X diving team while they were out treasure hunting on the floor of the northern Baltic Sea at the center of the, in 2011, right in the middle of the sea. The team suggested that the sonar images showed an object with a very unusual feature of seemingly something from another world? What? Well, I don't know what it is. And they don't know what it is, to be quite honest with you. So let's look into this a little deeper. Now, again, this has been 8 years since they found this by sonar in the Baltic Sea. I've got a picture of a map here. I want to show you the location of where they found it in the Baltic Sea. Here it is. You look there on the map, you can see the Baltic Sea. And it's right in the center, not far from outside of all the different countries you can see around. You see Sweden, you see Norway, you see Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland. Okay, there's Denmark. So it's right there in the center of the Baltic Sea, not far from Stockholm. And everybody wants to know what in the world it is. Well, this is where it's located, okay? Now, the question is, what is it? There's a lot of speculation. It's a mystery of the Baltic Sea anomaly. Finally, has it been solved? I don't think so, but let's look at the facts, what we have. Explorers discovered this odd-shaped object on the ocean bed of the Baltic Sea in June of 2011. And it's 70 meters long, which is 210 feet long, strangely shaped feature that showed up on a sonar laying 300 feet beneath the waves of the ocean, of the sea. Now here's what the first picture of it looked like based on the sonar, and you can see, okay, so it looks very strange laying at the bottom. Look at those cuts, those long, what looks like laser type cuts on it. Or is that an entrance to something, okay? And again, keep in mind, this is 210 feet long, all right? Now, further review of it, the Baltic Sea anomaly, they went down and they was able to scrape from it. It contains metal that is not produced on this planet, nowhere on the earth. So there's a strange metallic metal to it that has never been found anywhere else on the earth. Others have claimed it could be the remains maybe of a sunken city lost to the waves millions and millions of years ago. What? And then it could be an ancient monument built by a lost civilization from maybe a few thousand years ago. But what in the world is this that lies on the bottom of the Baltic Sea? So now here's another view of it. Okay, so that's a little bit, as you can still see the long cuts into it, but that was from a lot higher distance for the divers. Okay, so it is a very strange phenomenon, and you would think we could figure this thing out by now. You would think we could, but we don't. Now, some think that this is a trap door right here. Okay, that is some kind of trap door into the underworld, or that this plate on top is the entrance or the top of a large UFO type craft. Is this something from the days of the Nephilim or the Rephaim? Or remember, the Bible does talk about Leviathan which is the sea monster of the sea. Is there anything tied to that with this? Again, it is of a metal, but the metallic metal is not from this planet. So could this be part of a meteorite that fell and hit the earth and is down the bottom of the Baltic Sea? Or could this be something so large, just the very top of it, okay, that could maybe even what formed the Baltic Sea? Okay, a lot of discussion here, a lot of misunderstanding or inconclusive evidence when you start talking about the Baltic Sea anomaly. But one thing's about it, it's 26 foot tall and 210 feet long. So it's quite a large piece. Now, possibly it's just rocks that were transported there by glaciers. That is one theory, but I'm not really buying that theory. I really am not buying that theory because it's metal, okay, because it's metallic. So what is it? Could it be a lost civilization? Could it be a monument? Could it be fallen angel technology? Nobody knows. Matter of fact, the Swedish-based Ocean X team described themselves as the treasure hunters and salvage operators who specialize in underwater searches for sunken and antique high-end artifacts. According to their team, they return. They're treasure hunters. They look for boats that have sunken treasures. And this thing is in the Baltic Sea. It's between Sweden and Finland, with this blurry but interesting sonar image while searching for an old shipwreck in the summer of 2011. They have claimed their image shows a 60-meter or 200-foot diameter cylinder object which features resembling ramps and stairways and other structures not produced by nature. The group also revisited the site the following year, intending to get a clearer image, but claimed mysterious electrical interferences prevented them. Following a story published by the UK tabloids back in 2012, the number of imaginative illustrations resembling underwater photos or high-resolution scans circulate all over, and rumors were everywhere. This object could be UFO or some other portal to another world or some kind of underwater Stonehenge. You're going to get all those wild, crazy theories. But really, the bottom line is this. It is 210 feet long. It is 26 feet high. It does have some very, very distinct markings on it, and it is of a metallic metal that's not found on Earth. That's the facts. It's 300 feet below the ocean, below the waters in the Baltic Sea, and that's what we know. That's the facts. What is it? How did it get there? And what is its purpose? Nobody knows. But these are some of the strange phenomenons that are out there in the world that people don't always talk about. We'll keep an eye on what it is. I'll try to get more information. And I want to thank all of you for being a part of our Patreon channel. As we said, we'll bring to you the strange, the unexplained, the paranormal, the prophecies, the latest and some of the deep understanding and inside information, all on this Patreon channel. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. I'm sure God knows exactly what this is.